Like a grand and miraculous spaceship, our planet has sailed through the universe of time.
Like a grand and miraculous spaceship.
Grand and miraculous.
Grand and miraculous.
I think with the Muppets, there's sort of an innocence to them, you know? Mm-hmm. And I think that's something that appeals to the child in everybody. Because I think everybody, there's a child in everybody still.
Well, we all want to build a time machine, don't we? So when you enter Disneyland, you're entering a time machine.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse.
Well, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, as the case may be. Hope you're all doing great. This is John, aka Spaceship Ears. Hope you're doing fantastic on this glorious Sunday morning. We streamed a little bit earlier this morning to celebrate with our dear friends who were participating in the Chalk Walk celebration. There was a giant party right over there, and as you can tell, everything is right back to normal, as it should be. But we had a ball over there, and I was just hanging out, getting a bite. Let me turn the camera around so I can say hi. So, hey everybody, thanks for being here. This is day 2 of our live stream, and I hope that you're enjoying what you're seeing. I hope you're having some fun. I'm trying to do things a little bit differently. Yesterday, we were lucky enough to have Dad along for the ride with us, and I'm so grateful that he was able to join us. We tagged along with Danny, Theme Park Casual, and it was a ball having him along to talk about some design aspects. You even got a little dose of color theory, which was fun. One thing I learned, being a novice at live streaming, is I really need an external mic. So forgive me if you notice that I'm having some audio issues from time to time. I'm learning. We'll get better over time, but for now, it's great to see you all. I'm so happy they're able to join us for some more fun in the park. And let me go over and say hi to some friends. I saw lots of great friends already in chat. Alyssa and Neil. Neil, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Trish is in the house. Hello, Trish. Miss Kelly. Hello. All aboard with Blake. Hello, Blake. It's good to see you, my pal. Hope all is good. Karen Desert Girl. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing great. Let's see who else is it. Mark F. Hello, Mark. Hope you're doing great. Katie is in the house. Hope everybody's doing great. As some of you may remember, I was with some of you last week in Baltimore, and it's so surreal transitioning from the East Coast community to the West Coast community, but I'm doing my best trying to represent both groups of people. I told Danny and Bob and Cordy that everybody on the East Coast gives them their best wishes, and I'm trying my best to represent both. So I hope I did you well. And yeah, today's going to be a little bit more calm, hopefully. I'm going to see how long the gimbal can last. It's going to be hot today. It's not going to be quite as hot as it was yesterday, but I think they're anticipating a high of 86 or so, give or take. So we'll see how much the gimbal and the phone can take. Again, this is not a phone intended for streaming. It's a different type of Galaxy, so we'll see how long it lasts. But I'm hoping that we have some fun. As you can see here, I'm out at the far end of downtown Disney, and this is the Star Wars trading post. This actually used to be Rainforest Cafe before it got turned into a Star Wars store. And I thought, since we entered the park traditionally yesterday, that we would enter the park a little untraditionally today by taking the monorail in. So let's see if we can go have some fun and get into some trouble. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining me. Hope you're doing great. Oh, never mind then. The monorail is currently unavailable, so we shall take a stroll. So much for that plan. That's all right. We can show you downtown Disney and show you the hordes of people. Hello, Kelly. Hope you're doing great. Blake, I hope all is well with you. Again, I can't express how much fun I had yesterday with you all. Being able to walk through the park and just take a slightly different, perspective. As you guys know who watch my show, I like to focus on the stories behind the attractions. And not only having my dad there was fantastic, but actually being able to look at some aspects of the rides and the attractions a little bit differently was really, really fun. And I hope to do some more of that today. On the other hand, of course, I want to have lots of fun too. So we can't just have all theory and just talk about theme park theory all day as much as that's my jam, right? And again, I want to thank everybody who was involved in the Chalk Walk, from Danny to Bob to Cordy to Christy PH Disney. Met some good friends this morning who I've never met in person, and they're just good people, and they've raised an incredible amount of money for the Chalk Walk. If I'm not mistaken, it was on the order of about 30K, almost 30K if I'm not mistaken. Hello, Hope. Hope you're doing great. Neil, thanks for joining us today. I know you've had a busy schedule, but this is fun for me. This is the first time I've really walked around a park with a gimbal. And folks, I can't tell you, until you've actually done it, until you've actually carried one of these things around the park and dealt with your bag of stuff and worried about batteries and signals and, oh my gosh, what am I going to drink and all this fun stuff. Please, next time you watch your favorite streamer, give them a thank you. At least give them a like and a subscribe. It's pretty incredible how much work people go through to bring us a little bit of fun each day. One thing I noticed yesterday that I don't know if I communicated well enough was the park is a little bit surprisingly light. Of course, there are lots of people here, don't get me wrong. But when I first contemplated streaming from a Saturday in summer, I thought, oh my gosh, are you crazy? But it's actually not that bad. I mean, sure, there are some long waits right now. If you look online, I think Space Mountain might be an hour wait. There might be some Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout is a long wait, as it usually does. But that's because of the fact that, it's kind of a slow loader. We could talk about that later. But I'm a little bit surprised by how lightly attended the lines are for some of the headliner attractions. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining one bit, but I was pleasantly surprised, let's put it that way. Okay, Hope, I'll do my best, all right? Would be funny if they slapped a 1 onto the 70th. Yeah, I actually noticed, maybe we'll do some intentional swag shopping later, but a lot of the 70th stuff, a lot of the 70th merch is actually on sale right now. A lot of stuff is 50% off. Personally speaking, I'm not a huge fan of the design, I'm sorry. I think they could have upped their game a little bit with an event as momentous as the 70th. For example, I really liked what they did in Disney World for the 50th. I thought they did a phenomenal job with that line. All right, Disney Odendron, Semper Florinus Grandis. I think I messed it up. But anyway, Hope, that's for you. Hope you're doing great. Are they selling the big keys? Yes, they're still selling those ginormous keys to Disneyland. I don't know if you've seen those yet, but I don't know. I don't see the appeal myself, but I guess if you're a little kid or if you enjoy having a giant piece of swag in your house, it's a neat thing to have around. And if I'm not mistaken, I think one of the giant keys actually physically, or at least it did, unlock some experiences in the park. I don't know if that still happens or not. Again, I live up in the Pacific Northwest, so I don't often get a chance to come down here as much as I'd like to. Hey, Hope, you're welcome. I hope all is well. And we love having you in chat, whether it's in this channel or another channel. Hope you're doing great. I tell you though, it was kind of surreal being here so early in the morning. I wandered over here at 6 a.m. Granted, it's nothing compared to what our friends went through. I think a lot of them got up at 1 a.m. and showed up in the park about 3 or 4 maybe. But it was pretty surreal coming here with zero crowds. No one in the restroom right next to the park entry. It's pretty crazy. But I can't tell you how neat it was to actually be part of that experience, to be part of that celebration. I'm actually tempted to join the team next year myself because I'm just inspired by all these wonderful people raising so much money for a great cause. Whose unbirthday is it? Happy unbirthday to everybody who celebrates. Did I miss a birthday? Is it Casey's birthday today? Welcome aboard, everybody. All right, I'm sure you all know this, but here we are in the plaza. Disneyland on the left side, California Adventure on the right side. We're gonna head into Disneyland first. It's the easiest park hopping you will ever do. Well, except maybe in Paris, but certainly in the US. And thankfully, the lines to get in are not that bad. Thank you. Okay, we are in. Let's go have some fun. So this is where we started yesterday, and as you may remember, this archway is extremely important. A lot of people just walk under it without a thought, but this is actually where it all begins, and it harkens back to movie theaters. You know, when you used to enter a movie theater, you used to have coming attractions on either side to get you excited for what you were about to see. And that was very intentional. Casey, happy birthday. I don't know if I could quite do that, but We will be more than happy to wish you a happy birthday and hope you enjoy this stream today. All right, here we are, folks. Happiest place on earth. I'm actually tempted to dip into here for a moment. Well, here's Goofy.
Yes, we only have the other car open right now, okay?
Everybody say hi to Goofy.
So this one's going out of commission. We do have another car that's open and they'll be back if you want to wait here, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much. If you want to wait here.
And here's one of the gorgeous Disneyland horses.
Sorry, he's not today.
One thing I wanted to show you yesterday that I couldn't is inside where the Walt Disney and Mr. Lincoln exhibits are is a wonderful, wonderful history of Disneyland exhibit they put up for the 70th. Again, this is not something most people show, so hopefully I can peek in here. In case you haven't been in here, this is the first thing you see. The sign here says the actual park bench from the Griffith Park merry-go-round in Los Angeles, where Walt Disney first dreamed of Disneyland. Now, whether it's the actual bench or not, hard to tell, but hey, this is a wonderful thing to celebrate. So this exhibition is called Evolution of a Dream. Welcome to a tribute to the imagination and legacy of Walt Disney. This exhibition traces the incredible journey of the creation of Disneyland through original artwork, historic artifacts, and early design concepts. Discover how Walt Disney's vision for the park took shape. The adjoining Walt Disney A Magical Life exhibit honors Walt Disney not only as a creative innovator, but as a filmmaker, hands-on Imagineer, and humanitarian. This gallery is a celebration of Walt Disney's enduring belief in creativity, curiosity, and the magic of dreaming big. Folks, if you watch my channel for any length of time, this is what it's all about. So, forgive me if I loiter in here a bit. There's some good stuff in here if you haven't been in here. Fire Dragon's in the house. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing great. So up here is one of the earliest designs of Disneyland, drawn by Harper Goff. We've talked about Harper Goff on the channel before. And the original idea was to take a park in in Burbank, right along Riverside Drive up there. So they were figuring out, well, you know, what kind of fun can we squeeze into a place like that? And down here we have some of the original early representations of what could potentially fit in here. I love this kiddie carnival, main restaurant, dollhouse.
Good morning, everyone. At this time, we ask that everyone take a step behind the red line you see on the card that has the feeder doors. Will be opening toward you for our next feature presentation.
This is a sketch layout of Disneyland.
Please make sure to finish stowaway or discard any food and beverage as it is not permitted inside.
These are also drawn by Harper Goff.
Parking will be located outside of the Opera on Main Street proper. Wheelchair and ECV accessible seating is available for these center feeder doors located under the word house.
Walt the Planner. Created in '53 by Marvin Davis, this was the first layout designed specifically for Anaheim. We've talked about Marvin Davis also. Most of you know Mark Davis, but Marvin Davis is one of the earliest architects. Dad talks about him quite a bit because he was every bit as important to the park as anyone else. Hey, the doors to Mr. Lincoln are opening up. Why don't we hop in and watch the show?
The artwork you see in the Disney Gallery all comes from the imaginary art.
By the way, there's some wonderful exhibits here. I just want to pop over here, and here's one of the Small World animatronics. Let's go visit our friend, Mr. Lincoln.
Cell phones and radio animatronic figure. Through state-of-the-art technological developments in art, sound.
Folks, I won't be chatting during
was the American dream, the prayer for the future. But that golden goal was not to be.
Sorry, folks, I had to bail. The signal in there was just too bad. I apologize. But it gives me a chance to show this guy off. You may remember this. You may recognize that name. That is my grandfather. And this painting, it's not the original, I don't think, but it's his. It's called The Burden of War. And let me just read it to you. Although he grew up in the 1920s when movies were in their infancy, John DeCure Sr. would become fascinated by them. Against the wishes of his parents, he studied art and went on to become one of the most highly regarded film designers in Hollywood history. He almost single-handedly defined the term motion picture spectacle in the 1950s. South Pacific, The King and I, and Cleopatra all exhibit his lush, larger-than-life vision. He was nominated for 11 Academy Awards during his career, but eventually he discovered another fascination, theme park design. He helped design both the Magic Kingdom and Epcot. In this emotional watercolor of Abraham Lincoln in the White House, his genius is apparent. Within his trademark larger-than-life panorama, we sense the lonely burden of the presidency. So, as is characteristic of my grandfather, there was never enough of a widescreen that he didn't love. So, usually, in order to put something like this on film, like for the show, you would take a normal camera and you would probably zoom in, something like this, but it really doesn't illustrate the wideness of the overall effect. And that was very, very intentional. Without the wideness, you just zoom in on Lincoln and you get a sense of course, he has a huge burden on his shoulders, trying to keep a country together. But it isn't really until you pan out and you get a sense of the overall picture, how lonely the man must have felt and how much of a burden he must have had on his shoulders. It's really one of my favorite pieces of my grandfather's, and I'm very, very happy that they kept it here. When they first redid the exhibit with Walt Disney, I was a little bit nervous because I thought, oh gosh, what did they do with Granddad's painting? But they put it in a nice place right out here by the exit. And yeah, it's my honor to be able to show you this. So next time you're in the area, take a look at these wonderful sketches and paintings. See if we can come out this way. Okay, I apologize again that we were unable to watch the show, but I don't want you guys to have a bad experience either and just start lagging. So, why don't we do something different? Let's head out to the park. Oh, there's Donald. Say hi to Donald. Mickey's giving a big old hug in the background. Blake's asking about windows on Main Street. My goodness, we could spend hours talking about that. As far as my own personal history, my grandfather's window is not here. It's actually in Florida because he and my father had more hands-on experience working on the Magic Kingdom. But there are certainly no shortage of important people in windows here. Up here you see Dick Nunes, of course one of the primary executives behind the park. Around here somewhere is Tony's window, but we'll find it. Roger Brogy. There was an event actually in Orange County yesterday that a member of Roger Brogy's family actually gave a talk at. And here we are over here, right next to the Magic Street. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Tony Baxter. Very, very well-deserved window. Very prominently on Main Street. Bob Yanis window above the Disney Gallery. I will do my best. Oh, by the way, we can't ignore this man. I don't want to get in the way of people taking pictures here, but Elias Disney, of course. And for those of you who don't know, Mr. Baxter is one of the greats. He developed Indiana Jones Adventure, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Journey into Imagination, all the greats, all the modern greats he had some hand in, and even just some theming in some other areas as well. Hope the signal's better. Sorry about that. Again, apologies for not being able to show the show. But I guess now I know why streamers don't go in there very often.
No, I guarantee you know.
And here we are. Here's our castle. Some people call it small. I call it ours. Again, I alluded to this yesterday, but one of the charms of this park is walking where Walt walked and being able to, you know, just soak up the atmosphere. I know people who just suddenly start crying for no reason and they can't explain it when they enter this park. But there's a good reason for that.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, signal great. Thank you so much. It helps when you're not inside a big box. But speaking of big boxes, and speaking of Mr. Baxter, I'm thinking maybe we should go visit Indy, because that is a tremendous attraction. It's one that I haven't covered yet on the channel, and there's a reason for that I won't get into now. But one of the reasons I wanted to cover this attraction in particular is that it's truly, truly one of the greats. As you guys know, I talk about 3 pillars on my channel. We talk about immersion, storytelling, delight. And there's no better example of firing on all 3 cylinders as Indiana Jones Adventure. Again, it's just so great just to be able to soak up the atmosphere, soak up the environment. And by the way, we're going to meet some friends in about an hour. A lot of our Chalk Walk friends have decided to have a Jungle Cruise takeover at 11:30 Pacific time. So hopefully our equipment here will be able to hang in until then. By the way, if you ever get hungry, this is one of the best places to go. Bengal barbecue. They have some of the most yummiest skewers you can possibly get. All right, that's a lightning lane. Where's the standby?
Latest I would want to stay as well.
Okay, and there's a reason I didn't get a lightning lane here. I actually want to go very slowly through the queue with y'all, because there are some amazing examples of immersion, storytelling, and of course delight I want to point out. The first thing you see here as you enter the line here is a giant old power generator. And usually it has some trouble starting up, rolling along, and there's a good reason for that. Again, keep in mind you are in the middle of Adventureland, and the story is you are in an ancient ruin. Blake's asking about the differences between Disneyland and Florida. I think that'll be fascinating to watch. As some of you guys know, the ride Dinosaur was almost a carbon copy of Indiana Jones, obviously with a much different theme, but the mechanics of the ride are almost identical. So it'll be really interesting to see what the difference is. There's some rumors that there may be some changes. After we ride here, I'd encourage you to go look at Indiana Jones in Tokyo at Disney Sea. They have a version of this ride that's quite amazing. They have some fun effects out there. What I love about this area is that you can look over there and you can see the fog. That's the fog from the Jungle Cruise. And this is actually part of the Jungle Cruise waterway over here on the side. And if you may remember, when we talked about the Jungle Cruise on our show, the original concept for Indiana Jones was to have the Jungle Cruise, Indiana Jones, and the railroad all kind of interconnect in the same environment. So the Jungle Cruise would be entering the temple, the train would be going through it, and then you'd see the cars going through the temple as well. And if I remember correctly, there was also plans for a mine cart roller coaster based on Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. So the original concept was to have all four attractions just kind of intertwine, kind of like how Tomorrowland used to be. You know, in Tomorrowland you used to have the Autopia, you have the People Mover, you have the monorail, you have the subs. That kind of kinetic energy adds to the excitement of the environment. So it's a little bit, you know, I wish we could have seen that manifest in some fashion. But having said that, you know, we're quibbling. There's a Jungle Cruise. We'll hop on that later. The other thing to point out is the calligraphy used here. Up above the entrance to the temple over there, you could see some script. And at first glance, that script isn't very visible. You might not know what it is. Well, in the old days, they used to hand out special cards with a decoder card, and it would tell you what each symbol was, which is a fun thing to do. It gave kids some fun things to kill the ride and kill the time. Nutsy, my friend, hope you're doing great. Great to see you in chat. Thanks for being here. We are in line for the one and only original Indiana Jones adventure, Mr. Tony Baxter's masterpiece, actually one of many. And I'd figure I'd start the stream out here because we haven't covered this ride in full on our channel. And it gives us a great opportunity to walk through the line and to point out some interesting things. A lot of people go through the line real quick and hop on the ride, which of course no problem with that. But there's so much detail and so much amazing stuff that they built into this attraction that really broke the mold on all kinds of reasons. Yes, Hope, we are right next to the treehouse. Over here on our left is Jungle Cruise, of course. And over here on our right is the treehouse. And of course beyond that is Pirates. With our new favorite animatronic, right, Kelly? Right. So as I was saying, you can kind of sort of see the scripts up here beyond the snakes. And actually, once you start squinting at the script, you can actually kind of read it. So that says above the door, the Eye of Mara. So you can kind of see how some of the scripts kind of sort of resemble English. Again, that was very intentional. It allows you to kind of get a sense of what the signs and the hieroglyphics in the script is saying. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. That's right, Nico. Well, they weren't handing out Ovaltine back in the day, but they were handing out some fun decoder cards. Let me know if in chat if any one of you still has one of those cards. I don't know how much of a collector item they are, but they're fun to collect. Blake has a great point, and it's one of the reasons I wanted to take the standby line here, is the amount of storytelling going on here that your subconscious just picks up on is unbelievable. It really, really gives you a sense that you're going deep into the jungle, you're going on an adventure, and there's an incredible amount of buildup. Now, unfortunately, there are a lot of fun gags and gadgets in the line that no longer work. But I don't think it takes away from the overall impact. So speaking of Florida, I think it'll be really interesting how they communicate that same type of intrigue, that same type of excitement, because the area that they're putting this attraction in on Florida is undergoing a pretty radical change as well. I mean, granted, they're putting in Encanto and some other fun attractions, but I'm very hopeful that they'll be able to convey some of this excitement. The other thing I want to point out is, look how fast this line is moving. We're not just standing still and then moving forward a step every half minute. This is a very, very high throughput ride. And as some of you may recall, when I was with Dad yesterday, I talked about, well, here's another one. Beware the Eye of Mara, that's what it says. See, this is all the little small details you'd miss. When I was a wee lad, my dad would plot me outside the exits to attractions, and he would get out his stopwatch. And every time a person walked out, we would time it, we would measure it. Cast members probably thought we were crazy. But what it did is that it taught me about which attractions can really handle the crowds and which attractions cannot. And once you start realizing how certain vehicle mechanics or different attraction mechanics impact the overall experience, you can kind of cue that into the overall feeling of the ride. And what's great about this ride is that it's a very high capacity ride. So it allows you to walk through and experience the full length of the ride, or the line at least. Hey, Mattercam Matt, hope you're doing great. Hope you can hear me okay. Great to see you. We had fun this morning, and I look forward to seeing some of our chalk friends later. So one other thing I want to point out, these lights. You see these light bulbs up here? They're very gently flickering, okay? And there's a reason for that. If you look closely, you notice that at least ostensibly, they're all connected to the same source. And as you may remember, it was that giant power source we walked by when we first entered the queue. I just went. Thank you. The Eye of Mara. Here we have this spectacular mural. Who came into these halls and rigged everything up with makeshift lighting. So it's all these small details that add up and really convey life to this, what would normally just be a normal switchback queue in any other attraction. Okay. Guess you have to take the other entrance. Well, I hope you're enjoying the queue, at least virtually. This is one of the best that's ever been developed. And, you know, queues... Okay, I'm going to say something... I'm going to have a slightly spicy take here. Queues are part of the attraction. I'm sorry, but there's something called a pre-show, and the pre-show is every bit as important as the actual show. Now, do some queues do it better than others? Of course. But with every good story, you know, you have what's known as the narrative pyramid or the narrative triad, and you have to climb that pyramid. You don't go straight to the climax of a story. You've got to start small. You've got to set your foundations. You've got to start telling the story and start experiencing it. And like you saw, the very first thing that we saw when we entered that queue, it wasn't an Indiana Jones car, it wasn't a whip or a hat, it was a simple power generator. And as you can see here in the lighting, the power generator is causing these lights to flicker. I mean, just look up here. Whoop, any one of these, I could just come in here and take screenshots of any given part of the queue, and it's just magnificent. Hello, Barbara. Hope you're doing fantastic. Thanks for being here with us. We're taking a slightly longer detour through the standby queue of Indiana Jones Adventure. And the reason for that is to point out some of the narrative tricks and some of the aspects to the queue that you may not normally notice otherwise. Again, look at the lights. They all have a physical connection between them. Now, in reality, of course, they're not being powered by that little line coming from the outside, but from a storytelling point of view, that's what they're trying to tell. And the lights are all flickering in unison to give that feeling that, you know, they're all being powered by that poor little power generator working outside. I just love being in here. Now I have a fun story to tell. I actually got to ride Indy before it opened to the public. That's a fun story I'll save for another time. But we had to enter this area before it was open to the public. And in so doing, we actually entered through the back of the large structure outside. So our host said, hey, ignore everything you see until we get to the front. So we had to kind of walk backwards through the queue. I don't know how old I was. I was probably, I don't know, 16, 17 years old, but I was enchanted. Oh my gosh, I was in heaven. Another fun aspect here are the pillars you see. As you exit the spike room, you can tell here they're held up by bamboo. And each pillar has a symbol on them. This one has what looks like an eye-shaped symbol. And as you look down on the floor, you see a corresponding symbol. So again, the storytelling aspect, don't step on the stones that are diamond-shaped, because you might get crushed. Thank you, Kelly. Another thing people might not realize is that as we're walking this long queue, we're actually walking underneath the berm. So that's where the railroad transits around the park. We're actually making our way outside the park right now and into a giant green structure outside. Now, in parks like Florida, you don't really notice much about it just because you have the luxury of land. But here in Disneyland, land is at a premium. So the fact that they're able to pull off this ginormous green building outside to house this attraction was a feat in and of itself.
No, you fucking nasty dog.
I do dentist, so I really liked him.
Let me know if you guys have any questions or if you have any thoughts about this attraction, just from a pure storytelling point of view. I mean, what aspects of the queue do you notice that really stand out to you? Other than, oh my gosh, I want to get on the ride. Thank you. I love this chamber. Thank you, John, Mr. Corndog. Appreciate it. Again, there's another little interactive aspect here. I'm not sure if it still works, but there's a well here. And there's a rope. And it says, hey, don't pull the rope. Of course, what do people do? They pull the rope. And I don't know if you caught that, but you hear a little audio recording saying, hey, what are you doing up there? And sometimes you'll actually hear someone fall. That's a fun little interactive part of the queue. Again, storytelling. What is it trying to tell a story of? That you're part of this live kind of archaeological dig, this exhibition, and it makes you feel a part of it.
Your upward journey is high speed and turbulent, going over rough and rugged terrain, and then suddenly you are turning sharply and dropping suddenly. It is unlike anything you have ever experienced, I assure you. Now, my friend, one final word of advice.
Of course, our friend John Rhys Davies portraying Salah.
That would be dangerous. Very dangerous. Well, my friends, your moment is drawing near. Already I am envious of the wonders that await you, if you are in the eyes of God.
Over the big eye, visitors to beckoning visitors from around the globe. They all heard the tantalizing tales. The medical British star made young gallants. The followers became Rockefellers in these careers. But, like Dr. Cameron surfaced, many visitors of waiting loved ones have disappeared inside. Could it be they looked into the eyes of the idol? The reports reach Indiana Jones, who returns to the site of his great discovery. Our newsreel camera follows Dr. Jones as he enters the temple. 1 week later, and still no Indiana Jones. Could Jones himself unlock the eyes of the idol? Or will he solve the riddle of the lost tourists? When and if he does, I on the globe will be there.
So I want you all to do an experiment. As you watch this video, think about what it adds, both to immersion, storytelling, and delight.
I, Salah, shall now give you counsel to safeguard your miraculous journey. Here in your transportation devices are ingenious pouches for safekeeping all earthly treasures when the journey becomes bumpy. And to keep you safe and sound, here are special belts attached into the seats. Simply pull it from the right, inserting it into the left, like so. You see the excellence of this invention? Your off-road journey is high speed and turbulent, going over rough and rugged terrain, and then suddenly you are turning sharply and dropping suddenly. It is unlike anything you have ever experienced, I assure you. Now, my friend, one final word of advice. Once you have entered the chamber of destiny, look not into the eyes of the idol. That would be dangerous. Very dangerous. Well, my friends, your moment is drawing near. Already I am envious of the wonders that await you, if you avoid the eyes of God.
The remote jungles of India's lost delta From all over the world they are flying here, following a strange story of a mysterious temple and gifts from the gods. The story begins 1 year ago. World-famous archaeologist Indiana Jones follows a tag back to an ancient edifice. Could this be the fabled temple of the
Another wonderful room here. I wish I had more time to point out all the goodies in there. Folks, this is one of the attractions that really rewards repeated encounters. So one of the things I wanted to say was, in any other attraction, that would have been a plain Jane, okay, buckle your seat belts, make sure that you're safe, put your bag under the seat, blah, blah, blah. But what they did with those series of videos was to start telling the story. It's to start giving you the sense that, oh my gosh, people are entering this temple. Some of them are coming out rich. Some of them are coming out famous. Some of them are not coming out at all. So it's a very small touch, but it adds to the overall storytelling. All right, folks, left or right? Let's see. Anybody can read that? With the eye of Mara, shallow. You can read it later. Let's go left.
My favorite walk is you're live?
Yeah.
Can I say hi to the chat?
Sure, if you want.
What's up, chat? Hey,
We got a friend here.
Hey
guys.
Wondrous expedition.
Para que disfruten de los viajes. Permanezcan sentados con el cinturón de seguridad bien ajustado.
Hey, Aurora. Hello, friends. I love this sign. Loose items will fall out and disappear. Even the little trinkets down here. I mean, this could have been a totally empty part of the queue. No need to add all these things, but it adds to the notion of, oh my gosh, look at the goodies that we've unearthed here. Even the walls. You notice the walls are misshapen. This could have been a very easily smooth-shaped wall. So I just can't get enough of all the detail in this attraction and how it adds to a completely overpowering effect. Now this is one of my favorite views in the whole attraction. Look up here. Ah, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you could take a shot of this and just have it be your wallpaper. It's phenomenal. Look at the vines up there. Excuse me. Thank you. Party of one, sometimes it helps. Yeah, Neil, you're really getting at it. There's not one angle here I can point at where the spell is broken. Not one. Enjoy the ride, friends.
Hello. Oh, my friends. The brakes may be needing a little adjustment. Easy on the curves.
You seek the future. I will lift the curtain of time
comes to a complete stop.
Hey Nick, hope you're doing great. Oh my gosh. My goodness gracious. What a ride. We made it. We made it indeed. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, friends, on Florida side, I can't wait for you to experience this. I can't wait to see what the version in Florida will be like. I hope it's as every bit as spectacular as the one here. Sierra's in the chat. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing fantastic. Folks, if you're not following Cruise and Theme Park Guide, please do so. She has some amazing ventures lined up, and she deserves every bit of your support. And Kelly, thanks for dropping in Nick's channel too. It's great to see our friend Movie Mania Nick. Now let's see what time it is. It is 11:07. Now I'm a little bit nervous about hopping on another ride because I don't want to miss our meetup. So I think what we'll do is to go visit one of our friends. A certain bird, perhaps. A certain bird named Rosita. Again, storytelling. Thank you for dropping in the chat. Appreciate it. So again, keep in mind the first time I ever went on this ride, I actually entered this way, through the back entrance. And I was told in no uncertain terms, pay no attention to anything you see, because I'm going to show it to you all again. So we walked up this way. Of course, I was peeking. I mean, my goodness, I was a teenager, a Disney fan, enthralled, being able to see all this stuff for the first time. But even just walking through the line just blew me away. Now, don't get me wrong. The ride itself is utter masterpiece. But one of the reasons I like walking that queue is just how well designed it is, and how every little element and every aspect of it tells a story. Okay, Hope. Let me get over to the side. I'll do my best.
Tell her I said hi.
One thing I learned from Danny and Bob yesterday, don't try to read chat out loud while you're walking around. That's just a bad idea. Okay. You're gonna trip. You're gonna hit some things. Not good for your health. So as we are wont to do, let us find our garbage can. There we go. Okay. Go ahead. Whew. We made it. All right, Hope, this is for you. To all who come to this happy place, Disneyland's got something that has thousands of sparkling lights and electromagnetic musical sounds. The Main Street Electrical Parade. I can't do it as well as the folks, but hey, hope you enjoy that. Yeah. And of course, I ended up picking the most popular garbage can in all of Disneyland. So let's go find something else. I don't know, I must have a knack in finding popular garbage cans. I'm gonna have to learn some tricks from Cordy and Danny and Bob. Folks, it's an absolutely glorious day here in Anaheim. Let's pop over here because there's a certain thing I want to show you. Over here is what's called the Tropical Hideaway. Normally it's a little forgotten area out here by the Tiki Room. But it's a lovely little place. Come over here, get a snack. You get some Dole Whip. You can get some bao. But there's some more storytelling to tell you about. Up over here, there's a tiki bird. Excuse me. Some of you may recognize the name. Her name is Rosita. And as some of you may recall, there's a line in the Tiki Room where Jose says, "I wonder what happened to Rosita." Well, there she is. So it was a really, really fun thing that they did to add Rosita to this area. And this is a lovely little area, by the way. If you haven't been back here, it's a great place to get a snack, to take a breather, and just enjoy. So it's 11:12. We have a little bit of time before we visit our friends. Maybe we could do some intentional swag, as we call it, and peek around in the bazaar, as Danny calls it. Let's see what they got. Some Moana stuff. Now this is another fun shop because they actually have some fun things you can do here. Of course you have the pressed coins, but they used to have a head back here. I don't know if they still do. It looks like they got rid of it. And here's one of the keys that I mentioned. So if you actually buy the Disneyland key, you can insert it into one of these containers, these keyholes, and it'll light up and do some fun stuff. But there used to be some other things here. Surf Bum, hope you're doing fantastic. Thanks for joining us. We're having a fun day in Disneyland. Taking it a little bit easier today for a Sunday.
Yeah, which is way too much.
But I'm trying to go through and, trying to go through and focus on what aspects, either architecturally or otherwise, really accrue to the overall storytelling experience. Let me know in chat if there's anything you want to see, anything you especially want to ride after we're done with our friends here. And I'll do my best to accommodate. There we go. Got to show you this. See that window up there? Oriental Tattooing by Professor Harper Goff. Banjo lessons. So we talked about Harper Goff on our show. And in fact, earlier on the stream, I showed you some drawings by Harper Goff. So even outside of Main Street, they have little tributes to Imagineers here and there. Whew. The infamous Disneyland pickles. My goodness. These look really good today. We got mangoes, pineapples. Now, having grown up in Southern California, us Californians, we just cannot take any bit of humidity. I have utter respect for my Floridian friends because you guys live in a sauna most days. So usually when it's just even a little bit humid here, out come the pickles and the pineapples and the waters and everybody trying to cope. Here we are outside the world famous Jungle Cruise. Now this queue has changed quite a bit over the years. Back when I was a kid, this used to just be a thatched wooden hut, you know, not wooden, but a thatched hut with a very simple sign that says Jungle Cruise outside. Now architecturally, what does this tell us? That the previous queue really didn't, you know, before, keep in mind it was just a little thatched hut or a little roof, a little more with just a bunch of switchbacks and underneath. What does this convey when you look at it? Well, beyond the obvious, again, it conveys that sense of entering the unknown and going on an adventure. Never had a Disneyland pickle. Well, there's always a first. I wanted to show, I'm not going on right now, but I wanted to show you some things. This is a fun sign. Ticket agent, cash or barter. World famous Jungle Cruise. Free excursions today. Halfway for half fare. Additional charges for transporting livestock, furniture, or explosives. Rate subject to change. It's such a great entrance. Here, let's take a look at it from up here. Jungle Cruise is the only ride I prefer. Yeah, tell me why, Sierra. Is it because of they have that cavern where you go through the temple on the Jungle Cruise version? If that's the reason, I don't blame you. That adds a lot to the experience. Now, as some of you may remember, when we talked about Jungle Cruise, they actually had some live animals out here back in the old days. And some of those animals actually escaped. So at that point they realized it's probably not the best idea to have live animals on display out here. They can escape, take over the park. Disneyland is a much more detailed river, but I feel it's half a ride. Well, that's fair, because it's halfway for half fare. So there you go. I'm kidding. But look at the detail up here. That crate says books. Ship to Dr. Cone. Society of Explorers and Adventurers. Hey, that should ring a bell, folks. Anybody know what that's from? If you do, let me know in chat. Society of Explorers and Adventurers. Where did that come from? Trying to see if they're using both parts of the queue. I think they are. SEA, Hope. Society of Explorers and Adventurers. It's a very, very important group in Disney lore. Let me know what you think it's from. I'll give you a hint. Pleasure Island. If you all remember that. Let me do some rearranging here. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Not quite. Good guess, though. Yes, Disney World. So, back in the old days, in Pleasure Island was a nighttime place, kind of like a Disney Springs for adults and older teenagers to go and party it up after hours. And they had a number of different clubs out there. They had one called Mannequins, where they had different mannequins on display with a rotating dance floor. They had 8 tracks with old, Back then it wasn't that old, but you know, they had 60s and 70s music. One of those clubs was a very, very special club, beloved by Disney aficionados, and it was called the Adventurers Club. The Adventurers Club was completely unique. It's even hard for me to describe what it was. It was basically an interactive experience. You would enter the club and you would suddenly be welcomed as a member of this group. And the group was called the Society of Explorers and Adventurers. In fact, you were welcomed so much that they even had a club motto. They had a swearing-in ceremony. You had to show up in the main hall at a certain time. You had to learn, if anybody remembers Kungaloosh. Amy's in the house. Hello, AJC Amy. I hope you're doing great. Anyway, out of that experience grew some lore. And the lore was so interesting. It had to do with this Society of Explorers and Adventurers. And there were various characters that came out of it. One of the characters actually developed his own ride way out in Tokyo Disney Sea at their version of the Tower of Terror. Harrison Hightower III, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. Anyway, he added to the lore where he discovered an ancient idol called Shiriki Utundu. And that idol actually caused all of the problems on their version of the Tower of Terror. I really encourage you to go watch that video if you haven't already, because it's a phenomenal version of the tower. Anywho, this kind of fictional organization became so popular that they decided to add on to it and to embed more aspects of the lore wherever they could. So that's why you see a little crate up there called Ship to Dr. Khan, Society of Explorers and Adventurers. And there are some more fun call-outs from here to there. There they are. Let's go visit some friends. Thank you for getting me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I was like, I was right up there. I was like, where is everybody?
Yeah, exactly.
You walk like right through us, you know.
I was out there geeking out about some of the crates up there and some of the lore behind it and all that stuff. Yeah.
I wish I knew more of the stories of the stuff around here.
Well, one of them is labeled Society of Explorers and Adventurers, and that's based on the Adventurers Club back in Pleasure Island. Yeah. So there's all kinds of fun stuff like that.
Disney is, as much as you know, you don't know.
Oh no. Oh no. There's always something. We leave it up to my friend Bob and I to keep some of this history. Yeah, let's go over there. They're having a conversation.
I just want shade.
Yeah, that's true too. I had to go over and visit Rosita.
Nice.
Yeah. As Jose says, what happened to Rosita?
So over there?
Yeah, exactly. So yes, you may recognize some folks here. You know, we have Cordian, California over there. We have Theme Park Casual, Danny. We have the one and only Bob from Berry Place 28. And mods, if you could throw on some of their links, that would be amazing. And yeah, it's fun. It's I met up with them all this morning and they said, hey, we're raiding Jungle Cruise at 11:30. Why don't you come along? And I'm like, heck yeah. Sounds like a ball. So we'll see what shenanigans we can get into. Oh, is that right, Sierra? It would be funny if you have your own Rosita over in Magic Kingdom. But I just love this little area. It's such a fun little area to go visit. So Surf Bum, I did not do the chalk walk myself. However, I did show up early and I came over to celebrate with these wonderful, wonderful people. As you may know, they raised a spectacular amount of money. I think almost about $30,000 for the Children's Hospital in Orange County. And I can't tell you how proud I am of these folks. They did such an amazing, amazing job. Hope, I will tell her when I can. She's in a conversation right now that I don't want to interrupt, but I will try when I can.
We'll try. I don't know if they'll be out.
Bob's counting us. Folks, have you ever seen so many gimbals in one place? I'm sure most of you have at one of the meetups, but hey.
Are we good? All right, let me go tell them. I'll be right back.
Bob's managing us up, as he does. Oh, is that right, Sierra? I didn't know that you came out here and met Bob. That's awesome. Andrew, hello, my friend. Hope you're doing great. Neil still out there.
You have to protect them. You have to take cover.
Where's Becky plus Eli? I'm not sure, actually. But we got lots of friends here. Enough to have some fun. What's the name of your channel? Do you want to shout it out?
Sure. Matthew Fritz.
Matthew Fritz.
F-R-I-T-Z.
F-R-I-T-Z. And what do you focus on your channel? What's your mission statement?
Primarily, I'm doing recording at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Nice, excellent.
But, I'm also planning to do some audio-related stuff because I'm also an audio engineer.
Excellent.
So we'll be seeing some sound design and mixing and mastering.
Very cool.
As well
that's
some,
great.
Post-production stuff.
Very cool. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Thanks for asking, John.
Of course, I want to shout you out where I can. So, hope you all enjoy that. And Matthew Fritz, F-R-I-T-Z.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Sounds good. Folks, go hunt that out and hit subscribe.
Thank you for subscribing. I got nothing. Appreciate you.
Subscribe to all the things. KD got to ride Star Tours with Bob. That's awesome. Kendrick's in the house. Hello, my friend Kendrick. Hope you're doing great. Welcome to Disneyland. We're here in Adventureland in Anaheim, having a ball. Doing a second celebration with some of our good friends here. And we're going to try to sneak on Jungle Cruise if we can here. And take over a boat, perhaps, and see what happens. How many are there, Andrew says? Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, counting Bob, and 15, including me. So about 15 folks. Do you think we can all fit it? I don't know.
Thank you, and I appreciate it. It was so much fun. We had so much fun. The energy here at that time in the morning, I can't wait to do it again. I had such a blast. I don't even care about the wake up last night. I'll just stay awake out there. That's all I'm going to think. Maybe we should stay awake.
Let's see how long this one lasts today.
I was telling the folks that, I grew up in California. Just a little bit of humidity is enough for me,
A little bit.
On the East Coast, it has to be a sauna for them to complain. So for me, I'm like,
But down on the East Coast, you get pipes freezing. So,
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I remember some of my guys saying you guys were...
David from SoCal Haunts Parks. Do you know him?
I don't believe
Okay.
so.
Someone's asking. Oh, Hope's asking about it.
They're about the same size.
That's okay. We've still got a great crowd here.
So some people branch off. Yeah. We got to pick up our game then. We got to get more people next year. Gil says hi, Cordy. You're getting hi from all my guys now. There, Gil says hi. Disney needs a nap center? No, just go to Lost and Found. Just go nap there.
Cordy, Hope says hi.
That's all you got to do.
I think she's on every channel saying hi to you. So,
Hope?
yeah.
We did, I know.
Yeah.
First of the month, that's our deal.
Andrew, did you see the new movie? I heard it's pretty phenomenal. It's making all the money. That's for sure. And that's a good thing. Hollywood really needs a hit like that. So I'm very happy for it.
Well, I'm not usually here during the day, so.
May the future is present. Hey, Maddie, welcome in, guys. All the humidity's down to 51%.
Only?
Now we're talking.
I was just saying.
Only another 40% less to go. That will be good.
All of our East Coast friends are laughing at us because we can't handle this, you know. Oh no, it's like. Meanwhile, us West Coasters are like 5%. Oh, I can't handle it.
Oh, it's money.
I know exactly. Yeah.
We're gonna go on Jungle Cruise when they tell us we can. We're gonna sink the boat. That's all I know.
There you go. Don't rock the boat now.
Rockets. I want my piranhas back. I want the piranhas back. When are they going to put my piranhas back?
Yeah, Sierra, I know you hate humidity as well. You're just better equipped for it. You know, us West Coasters, we get a little bit of humidity and we're like, we're melting. We're melting.
That's not a little bit.
Yeah. How much was it?
88%.
88? Okay, that's pretty much. Okay, that's pretty big. That's pretty good. That's a lot.
Now it's 50.
I think they can accept us complaining about that.
That's like rainforest level.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, I definitely saw you, Spencer. Don't worry. Woo. We're waiting for our boats and that special boat. It's proud.
Can you shout out your channel for us?
Yeah, so we're Pop Fam Adventures.
Excellent.
And you guys are?
I am Grand and Miraculous, aka Spaceship Ears.
And then we have another gentleman.
Yep.
I'm Matthew Fritz. My channel name is No Fun Whatsoever. But it's, that last name is spelled F-R-I-T-Z as opposed to No Fun Whatsoever.
Yeah.
Now they're going to look up No Fun Whatsoever.
I
know. Now you got to get that domain name.
Thank you.
So are you guys Popescu family?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. It's great to meet you.
We just tried to shorten it up on the
Pops.
The channel,
Yeah.
We were shouting like, "What's your channel?"
I know. Yeah, that's
Because
right.
by the time we got to E, they couldn't remember Pop.
Yes.
So we're like, okay, we got to find a way to like, kind of shorten
Oh, fantastic to meet you guys. I'm so happy.
Fantastic. Everybody here's so wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
This is my second favorite part of the whole thing is just meeting everybody.
Were you guys interviewed on Pete McDevitt's show yet?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. So
Not yet.
soon, right?
I don't know, Bob.
Okay.
I'm not pushy.
I'm good friends with Pete, so.
Okay. I'm not. Bob mentioned possibly, but
Right.
I'm not a pushy
No, it's all
person.
good.
I'm not calling. But hey, Bob, remember you told me like.
I'll introduce you to
5 calls
Pete.
ago
It's all good.
About that.
Yep.
It never happened. I'm fine.
Whatever happens is good, but.
Hey Troy, welcome in. Happy Sunday post talk walk to you and your family. If I look tired, don't mind.
Nah, you've only been up since what? 2 a.m.,
10 hours
1 a.m.?
ago, right?
10 hours.
Or 8.5 hours for me.
Yeah, long time. You just need one of those brewed coffees that Danny introduced me to yesterday, you know? Goodness, that was amazing.
The pissed off you or a different one?
We don't say that word, right? Or one of those words we don't say, right? I learned that the hard way. Yeah, everything, any humidity over 50% is worth complaining about. That's true.
As long as you can go.
Fireworks, that's
You know what? So 2 years ago when we did this for the first time, I think Danny left by like 11:30. Courtney left by 2 o'clock. Everyone else signed off.
Yeah, the first notification you got today was Bob's. It's been a long, long day for these good people. So again, I hope you all can wander over to their channels, give them a like, give them a subscribe, thank them for what they've done. Raising $30K for this amazing charity is no small feat. So I'm super grateful to be here celebrating with them.
Hey Eddie, welcome in. Happy Sunday, Peter family.
Yeah, David T. I know this guy named Pete. He's a pretty cool chap. And I'm doing my best, you know, representing both groups. One thing I'm very passionate about is building a bridge between both coasts and trying to connect the two communities. Because fact is, we have far, far more in common than we do apart. So there's no reason why we should be at all separated. So I'm very, very grateful to be able to be friends with both sides of the coin.
Did you do your drawing for the person that won it? Are you doing that tonight?
A little bit of history. Back in the old days, up there on that second porch, there used to be a steel band, the Adventureland Steel Drum Band. And I have fond memories of hearing them play the metal drums while you're wandering through Adventureland. I miss that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hang in there with us, guys. The gentleman that's doing the thing on a little break.
Oh, good.
I know we're kind of saying it, but there's nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Sierra. There's some amazing folks here. I feel privileged being part of them. Oh, sorry. Hope, Jack Wagner talked about a lot of things, not just Jungle Cruise. But he was a phenomenal voice. One of these days we need to cover the announcers. We should do a show just on all the different announcers and the voices behind these attractions. You know, everybody thinks about Paul Frees and other luminaries, but there are some amazing people who have formed the culture of this wonderful place. In case you're just tuning in, my name's John, aka Spaceship Ears. This is a very special episode of Grand and Miraculous. We are out live here in Disneyland, meeting up with some good friends, especially Mr. Bob, Barry Place 28, Danny, Theme Park Casual, Accordion California, and some other good people I'm privileged to be friends with. So we're just waiting on some VIP cast members to herd us up so that we can take over a boat. That'll be fun. Yeah, David T. I think that would be fun to talk about some of those. You know, one thing I get a big kick out of is highlighting the people behind the scenes who may not, you know, who may not necessarily be familiar names to most Disney fans. I mean, let's be honest, a lot of the Imagineers are not familiar names, but especially the unsung heroes, the people who have been forgotten. And that's one of the reasons I love going to that show, Retro Magic. I have seen no shortage of Imagineers who were invited up on that panel, and they start tearing up. They start crying because they've never had an experience where a large group of fans have let them know so viscerally what the work they did meant to them. And it's honestly kind of sad. But you know, they've just been toiling behind the scenes for decades, doing their thing. More power to them. But they don't realize that the work that they did is beloved. And it was really touching to see some of them react so emotionally to that. So Nightbot just dropped a link into the LBV Historical Society out there. Please consider supporting them. They do some amazing work. Go and watch their Retro Magic panels. They have them all up online for free on YouTube. I mean, you have days of entertainment just watching those panels up in and of themselves.
Hey DJ, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Post Talk Rock to you.
Oh, I got a warning. The device is too hot. Let me see what I can do here. Once again, folks, I'm using a suboptimal phone for streaming today. So please forgive me if I have to disappear suddenly, but I'll try and hang in there with you as long as I can. David, my father will not be joining today. I felt lucky that I was able to eke one day out with him, but he is at home resting his feet. Not usually walking parks as much as you and I do. But I'm very grateful for all the wonderful comments that you guys provided. Oh my gosh, that made my day. And just being able to be here with Danny and friends was a joy. I'm gonna get over here into some shade. Oh, there's a lovely little area. Again, this is one thing that I miss out in Florida. Not only one, but two places to get Dole Whips. And that's a fun little place to go visit.
Does that come with your VIP tour? You still have to order the food still? They just bring it.
Thank you, Nutsy. I had a ball yesterday. And Danny was a scholar and a gentleman, allowing us to tag along for the day. That was a lot of fun.
You're moving to the front of everything.
Here we go, folks. There's your bow. Please bow. Sunshine Tree Terrace is my go-to Dole Whip spot. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. That's actually a better place to get a Dole Whip. Usually if I get a Dole Whip out by the entrance to Adventureland out there, it's, you know, it's dripping down my arm by the time I get to the tiki room. Yeah, Nutsy, thank you so much for that comment. You know, like I like to joke with people, a lot of people think he's quite a guy, which he is. But to me, he's just dad, you know, and just being able to share him with the world is great. Kind of wish my grandfather were still with us so we could get some more good stories. But, you know, we're doing our best to keep the family heritage alive. And it's one of the reasons I do this channel is a lot of these stories are disappearing. And it's super important that we preserve them because, you know, what happens to any story is that it becomes exaggerated over time and they become big fish stories. So having them memorialized in some form from the original people is so important. And I'm so grateful that all of you are there to support us doing that. One moment while I take care of some messaging here. Paul Engel's in the house. Hello, Paul. Hope you're doing great. And Paul knew it. Hello, my friend Paul. Thank you for joining me. As you probably know, we have a confluence of streamers here. I'm just taking a break over here in the shade because it's nice and cool. Thank you, Paul. I will definitely convey that for you. Yes. Rolly Crump. Rolly had such an incredible impact on Adventureland, on Disneyland as a whole. It's just great. Again, thanks for being patient, folks. We're hanging out here with our friends Danny, Theme Park Casual, with Bob, Berry Place 28, Cordy in California. That guy, Bob, what's his name? Mods, please throw their links in the chat and give them some love. Oh, I haven't yet. Hi. Hi, I'm John. Nice to meet you. Thanks for allowing me to borrow this guy from time to time. You know, he's teaching me all the tricks. Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, for sure. So, thanks again. Yeah, we'll figure something out. But the device is getting hot again, so we'll see how long I can last. It's a fold, so it's not intended for this type of thing, but that's okay. I'm having fun. So we'll see how long it goes.
Oh, the other thing is too.
Yep.
Did you balance it before you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Today I'd make sure it was completely balanced.
Because if you don't
the
balance
gimbal
it,
itself seems fine today.
Yeah, because if you don't balance right, it either feels wonky
Right.
or it overheats.
Right. Yes. Today, thankfully, the gimbal seems all right. You know, it's the phone now I'm worried about, but we'll see. It's okay. That's fine. It's an experiment. You have an Ultra, right? Is that what you? Oh,
I have
iPhone. Oh, iPhone. Is it pretty good in terms of heat and all that throughout the day?
Good.
Yeah.
It's the program to use and it's the phone.
Got it.
So,
Got it. Yeah.
Like sometimes prison it's
Yeah.
if you're
Eats
running-
too many CPU
If
cycles.
you're able to run it through OBS or something
Yeah.
like that, it never affects you. That's what he does. He
Uh-huh.
does it with his phone and never overheats.
Oh, really? Because everything's offloaded, right? That makes sense. You're just sending raw bits out to the server, so. Good stuff. Sorry, folks, we're doing a little bit of TikTok behind the scenes.
Yeah, no worries. Just waiting
Paul
for my
Newitt saying
buddy.
hi.
Hey, Paul.
David T's in the house.
David
Paul
T.
Angle.
Woo, Paul.
Kelly's there.
Kelly.
Yeah. Everybody, say hi to Bob.
Yeah,
Please subscribe and join Barry Place 28. He does an amazing job.
Yeah, make sure you're liking
Yep.
and subscribe
Yep.
to this guy.
Yep. We try from time to time.
We have time to go in the shop? Or no?
Probably. Just I would hurry back.
No, then I won't.
I love your shirt.
Come back.
Thank you.
Eh,
I bought it for the May 4th.
I love
You
it.
know, it was May 4th or the timeline split.
I love it. It's great.
Do you know what recording was?
No,
I
nobody
don't.
knows recording one. She's buying the part, I think.
She's behind the bar.
She's buying the part.
Nice.
I know you meant this today.
It's so awesome to finally meet you guys. I was saying it was awesome to finally meet you.
that one of
I
his
came out here
songs?
for Dad's birthday on Tuesday, and you guys have been over backwards being welcoming and accommodating. So I'm so happy.
What were you guys doing for his birthday?
We were actually heading up to Big Bear the day after. So, but for his birthday proper, probably just have a nice calm day at home. You know, just a little family celebration. Did you get some time in the pool yesterday?
We did.
Good. Good. Excellent. Glad.
Should come over and join us.
What's the lady with the umbrella's name in Haunted Mansion, you know?
Sally Slater.
Sally Slater. I don't know why people know that. Anyways, those were my two favorite characters. And it's Hortensia was Oswald, right?
Yeah. Well, one of
Those were my two favorites.
one of my friends, Kate, she actually suggested that we cosplay as the four people in the stretching room. And I was like, oh, no one will know who that is. And she's like, of course they'll know who that is, you know? Of course, you know, it's not technically a cosplaying, it's more like bounding, but...
Yeah, those are my two favorite. Hortensia, which is
Yep.
you know, has Hortensia ever come out for anything?
As a walk-around face character? I haven't seen.
Never, right? I've never even seen her. And neither of the Sally.
No, Sally.
That
That's
was
the
so
first time
cool.
I've ever seen her.
Yep.
Do you remember who was there last year?
I don't think there was anyone there last year.
Okay.
Like, sometimes they have people there and sometimes not. I was kind of disappointed that we didn't have someone, where was it? Oh, like last year we had Jasmine Analad there, right here. This is Jasmine.
And I noticed something. Sorry. No.
And I was just saying, we didn't have Buzz Lightyear, it was Stitch, and it was the Emperor, I think, last year in Star Wars.
If you look at people's pictures, Stitch was out. Other characters were out. It just depended on what time you walked by.
Probably.
That's all it was. Because people have pictures with Stitch, so.
Yeah.
I don't.
Everyone's sitting down over here.
Oh, okay.
So,
are we relatively close? Or you have no idea?
I'm just waiting for the guy to come back.
Yeah, they go on lunch break?
Yeah.
Or just regular break?
Regular break.
Was it 15 minutes?
Actually, she said 10 to 15 minutes. Cross our fingers and hopefully...
And you say Miko was out last year as well?
Oh, Miko was out this time. So I was looking at some people. Miko and Pocahontas switched places. Stitch was also out where Buzz was.
Yeah.
Who else did they see? We saw Hortensia and Oswald switch. So that was cool to see Hortensia. Who else was there? Oh, we had the Chippendales Rescue Rangers and Launchpad in
That we didn't see Chippendale Rescue. We saw.
No, but we saw Launchpad. I'd rather see Launchpad anyhow.
Where the float was, they also had Pluto and Goofy out.
Yeah, the 70th.
We saw Donald and Daisy.
We saw Donald and Daisy.
Oh, yeah.
At the, by Small World.
I think the other place we never saw anybody else was Mickey, and I'm wondering if even Minnie switched.
That's possible. Oh, because they were when they were in the front. That's possible. Minnie and Mickey could have switched. Yeah.
Usually they're out there at the same time, but that's the way they always have it. But this
Oh
year
yeah,
it was just
Agnew was coming out as we walked.
Maybe they were just alternating.
Yeah, probably.
Hey Shelby, thanks for helping. Disneodendron Semper Florence Grandis. There we go.
Yeah, they're in the shade.
Disneodendron Semper Florence Grandis.
There you go. You got the pro to do it.
Long day.
Yeah, Hope. We just saw. You got it twice. Get 2 for 1. Hope you enjoyed that.
Okay.
Once again, folks, I'm getting warnings about the phone overheating, so we may suddenly go offline at any moment. If I do, please forgive me. It's part of the learning process. We'll go as long as we can. You were saying about 2 hours? It's about 2 hours, and I'm getting overheating things. So yeah, it's okay.
The only reason is
It's Prism. Yeah, it's doing everything online, right?
It's not that.
Ah.
So one block.
Yeah.
Half.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah.
You have
You
half
need
the
a
surface
heat
cooling.
sink on here. Yeah.
I tried that too.
Did you? It didn't work?
You can't walk around with it because
Yeah.
the gimbal falls.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So
Either get balance or you get heat dissipation. Pick
so
one,
That's
right?
the only reason why.
Right.
It's because it only has half a surface to.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Well,
You
I'll
bought
go
those
until
out
it dies.
last year? Okay. It might have been out this year. It just depends on.
Does
where,
the bazaar
what time
have
you walk by
AC?
where. That's all.
We had one. We had
Perhaps.
Ray and Manda.
But even I'm standing in full shade over here.
Yeah.
Oh, Lauren's coming back. She's going to bring us intel.
Oh, okay.
We shall see.
I hope you had a good round of golf though.
But we're having fun regardless.
Okay, they're all set.
Christy, your name's Christy.
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 Yeah, I think they're all just waiting for the yes, we're good to go sign.
Yeah.
Hi, Jeannie. Hope you're doing great. Happy to see you. Very happy to be here in Disneyland.
I wish there was more.
My Pop's Family Adventures. We have Danny around here somewhere, Theme Park Casual. We've got Bob, Berry Place 28. We've got Cordy in California. We've got lots of good friends here. Yeah, Karen, I'll do what I can. But I think in this case, the gimbal's, unlike yesterday, the gimbal seems to be fine. The problem today seems to be the phone. Now I'm using a non-optimal phone for streaming. I'm using a Galaxy Fold, which is not the best for this type of thing. But we'll see. Yeah, let's try. I'm going to disappear for a second. We could do some intentional swag. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ooh, it's not much better in here, but it helps a little bit. Let's go to the far corner. There we go. Going as far into the shop as we can. See if that helps.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. I really like that.
I love all the details in here.
That's so nice.
Again, keep in mind, any other shop, any other park, these would just be boring shelves. I love this one. You can see the different characters on it. Again, thanks again for the patience, folks. This is what did Rex used to say on Star Tours? I know this is your first trip, and it's mine too. Well, that's the way I feel streaming. So I'm grateful for the support and for the patience. I'm having fun. That's the important thing. I don't want to lose our friends, so let me try and hop back out there. Yeah, thank you, Sierra. I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah, launch pad from the rescue ranges.
All fun and games until the phone dies or the gimbal dies, but that's okay. We're having fun.
Well, I remember him from Book Camp.
Krista Joe, hello, my friend. It's great to see you in chat. Hope all is well. We are in Adventureland here in Disneyland, hanging out, waiting for a boat that we can all hop on. We have a lot of friends out here. We have Pop's Family Adventures here.
Captain America.
We have some other friends who have peeled off, but they will come back.
Shang-Chi. That's what the street, that's what people in the street. And Thor.
And Thor, oh yeah, and Thor. Should we just go jump on a boat and just take it over like real takeover?
Like we were going to say?
Yeah, like a real takeover. Alright, so we're having a little bit of an issue, so we'll see.
Apparently we're still on break.
That's right, I already told you. He said, why aren't you here?
Let's accept it.
Yeah, okay, Bob's going to give it one more go, and if not, we'll start going. We'll start going. But no, he can't find his guy. Anyways, happy Sunday. Let's talk back to everybody. Guys, you guys are bored or whatever, we're great. Talk walk, stream, watch. This is absolutely. Wouldn't even believe how many people come to this. We're trying to, Troy. What we're trying to do, we're trying to hijack it. What we're trying to do. Hijack it like the monkeys do, right?
That's right. That's right. Hopefully we won't sink a boat.
I don't think we know how to drive it though.
Yeah.
It's a little complicated. Angela, hellos. Welcome in. Happy Sunday.
Hope, Krista Joe, it's great to see you guys.
Oh my God. So much good.
I'm trying to hijack them. I might just end up doing that.
Yeah. I don't know. Bob's talking to somebody.
Is this his friend that's come back?
I'm just feeling the phone. Yeah, it's pretty toasty. We'll see how long it lasts. Oh, Bob's coming us.
Lauren, look at him, Bob.
Yeah.
We'll stick it all the good.
We'll get the good seats. Here we go.
I'm surprised they listen to Lauren. Why should keep telling us? Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that if my phone dies, there are lots of other streamers to watch, so we got backup.
We went and charged all the batteries.
Oh, yeah.
We got back to the hotel room for like an hour.
Sure.
Sock Free was the sock free.
Yes, I love Sock Free.
Yeah. Oh, we got a sticker from Sock Free.
Yeah. I love your sock.
Bob and Bob.
Bob and Bob. We got two Bobs.
Bob talks to his friend Bob.
The two Bobs.
There we go. Honorary Bob today.
You're our skipper, Bob. You know the jokes?
How are you doing? I'm so happy to finally meet you. Oh my gosh. Everything you do is fantastic. It's so awesome to finally come out here and meet you guys and just have a ball. Everybody, Christy PH Disney. Say hi to Christy. Go support her. Go subscribe to her channel. Do all the things that we talk about.
Like and subscribe to Grand.
There you go. Thank you, Christy.
Like, subscribe, share out the stream.
So I'm a complete novice here. This is my second day of streaming. My phone's about to blow up because it's so hot. That's because it's an unusual phone for that. So
you
I have a Fold.
Those phone fans.
Yeah, I'm going to have to probably invest in one of those, but
yeah, you should.
We'll see. It's okay. I'll go as long as I can until it explodes. But where are we headed here? I guess we're just getting out of the way.
Where are we headed?
Nutsy says hi. Krista Joe says hi.
Hello.
Sierra says hi. Sierra says Christy is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
You want to say hi?
Hello, Krista Joe.
Yep.
Hello, Sierra. And there was one more.
Let's see. We had David T. We had Kelly DiMaggio. We had lots of good friends in there. Hopping back and forth between channels. So.
We're about to get on Jungle Cruise.
Yes. Try to anyway.
Takeover.
Yep. I love this idea.
Let's stand in the shade.
Yeah, let's get out of the sun.
I thought you were like negotiating to buy Disney.
Ah. Get out of it. Folks, we have Cordy, we have Christy.
You're welcome, guys. You're welcome to school. It's an iPhone, but I use miles for It's a little more complicated. I don't know if it's better, but it's a little more complicated. I'm trying to. So, the thing is, like, Chris is really friendly, right? You can set up the photo, the description, all that stuff, and just push it out. This one, you either do it on YouTube and tell it what the code is, or you start the stream and then you fix it after you start the stream. But the main difference is, normally, Chris processes on your phone, sends up the process.
Oh, I'm sorry, this is yours.
It just sends the stream up, that's all it does. So it's a little more efficient, the phone doesn't get hot. I can charge it all day. The phone does not get hot. That's the reason.
We're
in
in the stroller way.
Prison was just driving me crazy.
We were barricading a stroller. Or cart. There we go.
M-O-B-L-I-N. It took me about a month to figure it out, but if I can help you with it. M-O-B-L-I-N. Use that handrail.
After you. Oh, your family's there.
I don't care.
Where are they? Yeah.
On the other side. Yeah, come on in. Head step handrail right over here. Right over here. Right over here. Right over here. Wow, come on in. Watch your head. Watch your step. Use that handrail. Slide all the way down, folks. That's right. The more we slide, the less I clean. Yeah, you get to come over here. You get to be on this side as well.
Oh, we got Bob too.
Yeah.
Come on in. Head step.
We got the two Bobs.
Oh, that's right.
Here we go.
Made it.
Sure, we all woke up and said, Jungle Crew's got to do it, right?
Yeah.
Me too. Hey, tomorrow, Jungle Crew's got to do it. Yeah, me too.
All right, here we go.
Oh, we're going to make it work.
What's that?
We're going to make it work.
Yeah.
That's right. Look at this. We got a VIP private tour of the dock. Look at that dock. Beautiful dock. Made of a very rare, very exotic. That's a Brazilian walnut. You'll never guess how many walnuts it took to make that dock. Right. About a Brazilian. I'm giving her all she's got, Skip. I got a flat tire. I'm so sorry. What? Who, me? That's okay. They can't either. There we go. Awesome. Throw them in, please. The boat, not the water. Watch your hand, watch your step. Use that handrail. Like I'm talking in a Pringles can. This is great. Watch your head, watch your step. Use that handrail. Come on in, folks. Come on in. That's right. I get paid by the number I take out, not the number I bring back. Don't worry.
Nice.
Plenty of room on the return trip. That's right. Halfway for half price. How much did we pay? $0. Yeah, you can sit in the middle. That's the VIP section. Yeah, stands for view is pathetic. Just like your skipper. Wow, wave goodbye to all those beautiful people up there on the dock. You'll never see them ever again. Wow, welcome aboard the world famous Jungle Cruise. My name is Bob. That's right, Skipper Bob, not that Bob. Proud member of Banana Troop 5571. I'll be your skipper for as far as we get. Now, for your safety, remain seated. Hands, arms, feet, legs inside the boat. Supervise your kiddos. They pay me to drive boats. Don't pay me to sit babies. Folks, here we are. The rainforest. Ooh, hopefully there's no electronics on board.
No, none.
Wow, rain's here 488 days out of the year. That's right. Just about every single day. Don't worry if you didn't feel anything. That just means you missed it. Call that audience precipitation, right? Wow. Over there, folks, that's the temple of the Forbidden Eye famed archaeologist, Dr. Indiana Jones, inside looking for the world's greatest treasure. Little does he realize it's right here. It's on my boat. Aww. Happens to be driving the boat, but that's okay. Now, oh my gosh, look at that. That's going to be a Himalayan tiger. You know what? Sometimes Himalayan over here, sometimes Himalayan right there. But look at that, folks. Him is standing. Yeah. Now down there, that's Ginger. Watch out, Ginger Snap.
Oh, hello.
Real tough cookie. Crummy joke. Gonna milk it for all it's worth. Now right over there, that is some concrete evidence that we are entering into the elephant bathing pool. Oh my gosh, look at that. I've never seen it like this before. They are all down here at the river. Wow, this is unheard of. Yeah, take all the pictures you want. They do have their trunks on today. Yeah. Fun fact, you know, they can go up to 4 feet. Us humans only 2. Yeah, talk about the agony of defeat. Wow. Nice. In the shower, that's Big Bertha. There's been in that shower way too long. Look at all the wrinkles. Yeah, needs a pachydermatologist. Wow. Coming up to the base camp. No, squirt. No. Thank you so much. Straight shot right through the door. Many years. I'm just kidding. That's called dry humor. Not putting anybody in any kind of real danger. What happened? Your face has changed. It's danger? We're gonna get closer. Hey, we got some monkey business over here. Okay, nobody make any banana sounds. They'll find it really appealing. Like I was saying, this is the camp of Dr. Chinosuke. Oh, wow. He's been working on that car for months. Really glad someone finally got it to turn over. Yeah. Folks, as you can see, way too intense up there for me. What do you say we make like a banana? And? Split, that's right, we're hiring. Yes. Pick up an application on the way out, everybody. Looks better. Plant expert. He told me about this bamboo. Did you know? Bamboo can grow 6 stories tall. Yeah, I think it's 7, but that's just another story. Nice. Schweitzer Falls right over there, named after the famous humanitarian and explorer, Dr. Albert. Yeah, Albert Falls. Don't worry, we're going to go over that later. Yeah. Now, hey, this is the Nile River, longest river. Okay. Wow, folks, if you don't believe me, well, he says we're in a boat. Bobo, you ready? What was that? He said to like and subscribe. I don't know what
That's right.
That's right. This is the African belt for the hand of man. We'll never step foot. Oh my gosh, we got all kinds of critters out here today. I myself am an animal expert, folks. I will be identifying these guys for you. Let's see. We've got stripy horsies. We got long-necked cheetahs. Ones with a beard. I've never seen them before. Wow, they must be new. And oh my gosh, look at those angry kitties. You're protecting the sleepy stripy horsey. Oh, the stripy horsey looks dead. Tired. Oh my gosh, Skipper Felix. Wow, took the VIPs out this morning. Never made it back to the dock. Felix's first day. Oh, probably his last. Well, Felix, buddy, it could be worse. It could have been that stripy horsey. Wow. On a unrelated note, please do remember to pick those applications up on your way out. Boy, do we got a, call it a job opportunity for you. Crazy. Pulling after the hippos real quick. Now they tell me these guys, well, they're only dangerous. Felix's boat right over there. You know, I told his trainer to be more stern with them, but oh my gosh, that's only half of the problem. Folks, these guys are attacking the boat. I'm going to scare them off. Everybody cover your ears, cover your ears. There we go. See, I scared the one hiding up there in the tree. Poor guy, just trying to branch out. You see the tree hippo, their bark is bigger than their bite, but that's okay. We're just going to leave them up there. That's crazy. You know, they tell me all the time, Skipper Bob, your job is so easy, a monkey can do it. Well, these are chimps. Hey, you're doing amazing. I tell you to take a bow, but yeah, well, you already did. I get into the different boat today, huh? Wow. You know, I do take my tours by there periodically. I don't get that explosive reaction out of most of my boats. I know we're all just a little out of our element today, but that's okay. You know, we got some really noble things ahead, just like that python up in the tree. Look at that guy. Wow. Yeah, you can tell it's a python, not a boa. That's because, well, you know, boas have feathers. Yeah, sorry if that's a little too constricting for you. I like to get all wrapped up in my work. Now, folks, if you didn't lose anything today, well, you can buy it back. Look at this. Trainer Sam's got a brand new gift shop. Well, up there on the turntable, they're going to be breaking some kind of record. Now, Bob, wasn't that the sweater I gave you last Christmas? Are you sure? Oh, you know what? That's the sweater you're getting this Christmas. Well, folks, here we are, the most dangerous turn of the journey. That's right, the return. It's a civilization. Hey, give yourselves a hand. You survived the world-famous Jungle Cruise. Yeah, safety reminder as we approach the dock. Maintain it. Keep those hands, arms, feet, legs inside the boat. That's right. I don't want any bad things to happen to my that beautiful dock. You know, a hand between the boat and the dock, folks, we call that peer pressure. It's like gonna squeeze pressure. Here. Wow. Over there, that's the Tropical Hideaway. You get one of those tasty, tasty Dole Whips up there. Yeah. You know, unfortunately, they don't serve any punch. Yeah. If you make it up to the Hideaway, make sure you're waiting in a Dole Whip line. If you're waiting for a punch line, it's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Let's see, I'm going to take this opportunity to point out some of my favorite plant life. I got one right there, one right there. One, oh, did you want me to name them for you? Beautiful, that's Bill, Steve, and John. These really tall and scariest plant in the jungle. Yeah, their name is Bam. Yeah, Bamboo. It works better at night with the lights. It's crazy, wow. Folks, there's a dock on the left, there's a dock on the right. Get excited. That's right, we're entering into a paradox. Yeah, shoes on my feet, ironically enough, also a paradox. Wow. Yeah. Now, folks, you know what? Of all the tours I have done today, you by far have been the most recent. Yeah. I'm just kidding. You've been absolutely outstanding. But, folks, I really need you to be outstanding over there on that dock. Thank you so much for joining me. Watch your head, watch your step, use that handrail. My friends on this side.
Amazing.
Yes.
Out that back, everybody else right here out the middle. Watch your head, watch your step, use that handrail, folks. Have an amazing day.
Heather, welcome in.
Out here in Adventureland.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
That was great. Bob, where are you from?
Idlewild.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Thank you.
You were
Bob from Idlewild, California. Please give a cast compliment. That was phenomenal.
awesome.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I love that. Oh my goodness. We did it.
That was good, huh?
Yeah, he was wonderful. I had to get his hometown for a compliment. Ah, good stuff. We're going to say goodbye to some folks, and then I'm going to peel off and probably go offline because my phone's about to burn up. So, hey, I'm going to...
Later.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah.
I'll call you later. And
Sure. Sounds good. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But family first. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'm going to probably go offline soon because my phone's about to turn into a firing pit, but that's okay. But that's okay. Next time. Thanks a lot again for everything. All right, talk soon. All right. Alrighty. It's great to meet you, Christy. Thank you for everything. We'll be in touch. I appreciate it. And my friend, you need to get some rest. Everybody, go subscribe to this man. He's a legend. Mr. Theme Park Casual. Go give him a like and a subscribe. And Miss Cordy in California, go give her a subscribe and a like and a love and everything. I'm so happy to finally meet you.
I know, me
Yes.
too. I'm
So,
glad.
yes.
I'm glad you're able to come
Yes.
down.
I'm going to probably go offline soon. My phone's about to turn into a fireball.
yeah.
So
I know this.
I'm learning. I'm learning. All right, friends. I'm going to go over there and disconnect and do all that. So it was great to see you. Yeah. Great to see you later. Yeah, we'll be in touch.
Okay.
All right. See you later. All right, my friends. Well, the phone is basically screaming at me. It's telling me, I can't handle this anymore. So I gotta cut it short. I do apologize. But we had some fun here. Let me head over here and I'll say goodbye. Oh. All right. All right, my friends. I always pick the wrong direction. There we go. Folks, thank you so much for everything. This has been quite a journey, quite an experience. I learned a lot of things. First thing is, make sure your phone is cold. It's cool down. Second is, get a wireless mic. You don't realize where the direction is coming from, so having that wireless mic on you is so important. Anyway, I appreciate you. I appreciate you bearing with me while I'm being a novice at all of this. Stay tuned for some more deep dives. I'm still down here in Southern California, so I won't go live this Tuesday, but look for a new episode either the week after or the week after that. And we'll continue on with episode 51, talking about some of these wonderful attractions and doing more deep dives. I also really want to do some non-Disney stuff. In particular, we recently had a trip to Baltimore, and I saw the Baltimore power plant out there. Well, it turns out that there are a few people who worked on some interesting projects out there, including my father and a guy named Ray Bradbury. You may have heard of him, but there are some really interesting projects between that project, between the Black Box and Buena Park. There are so many interesting things that we can get into that are outside the Disney wall. So, love covering Disney. We can easily go for another 50 or 100 episodes just talking about Disney stuff. But I'm looking forward to branching out, talking to some of you, and exploring some of these great attractions together. So, again, thank you, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend and a great Sunday. And I want to thank each and every one of you for not only your support of me, but also for your support of Danny, Bob, Cordy, and all the wonderful people who put this wonderful chalk walk together. So have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.